today, from Portland, Oregon, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Alright, I was able to fix that. Got that all taken care of. Anyway, before I start this game, I want to make this announcement. Anybody who's been paying attention to the league know we're having a glitch issue. And if you can hear me, someone let me know. Anyway, the glitch issue is we run the games. When we run the game, we get to the end, we hit finish game, and then boom, it doesn't want to save. We have an issue with it. So I've been contacting EA and contacting EA and contacting EA. Finally, I got this sent to me. It says, 1. Play the game as normal until the final few seconds, and hopefully the game is already decided. 2. With a few seconds left, force quit Madden 21. 1, and this is all the things I'm supposed to do on Rule 2 here. 1. Click the PS button. Click the option button, select close application. 3. Restart Madden 21. 4. When you get to the main screen and select franchise, the game will prompt you to resume the saved game. Do that. 5. Fast sim the remaining few seconds of the game. Click options, go to the main menu, select super sim, do not change the sim speed from fast. Select jump forward, select end of game. Now you can click finish game and the game will exit normally. That being said, I'm going to give that an attempt in this game. So with the final 30 seconds to go, I'm going to do what this says, back out and all that good shit, and we're going to see if it actually works. If it does, this is how we're going to be able to save franchise, because apparently this is not on their list yet to fix. And from the way it sounds, it's not going to be for a long time. So let's see if this works.
Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie.
Beats come in 0-1, Riverhogs 1-0.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys are coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive.
Looks like human player Crestwood. What the shit is this thing doing? Jump forward. End of game. Oh, I know what I did. I accidentally bumped that circle button. So who's all with us?
2nd and 1. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He just flat out missed him.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Why is it showing that shit on the screen? It's annoying. Oh well, we'll make do.
The first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 6 yards there. Good for a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That running back quick as shit.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
What's going on, Fred?
Still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
I love when a team takes a deep shot and 1st down. That's awesome.
He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he
Portland, PDX. Is that really the abbreviation from Portland Madden? PDX. What?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be stopped right at
That was a pretty ass play right there.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's
Remember, Warzone goes live 5 o'clock today.
Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on
What do you mean if you didn't lose 1K? What is that supposed to mean?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Manning. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 48.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And a Brooklyn 1st down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 73 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. Dawson. And a heavy thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
It's 2nd and 8.
Second and 8. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
On 2nd down.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
from the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's on 3rd down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
0-0.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. That opening
What's going on, Joe?
It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The 46-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw on 2nd down. Dawson. He gets it complete to Harris.
Pass complete to number 83. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Dawson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
35-yard line.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes.
What's good, Callum? Let me know when you can talk, my brother. I'm gonna hit you up about something.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dawson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, Dawson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
At the 22-yard line.
Throwing again, Dawson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Portland's offense now about set to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, Dawson over the middle, complete. It's Rhodes. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A gain of 4.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Holt. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7 beats nothing.
Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 11. And that'll give him a 1st down.
That's absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run on first down. Holt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Running back, again, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down now. It's Holt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a 2nd score.
Second and 11 now. He'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
8 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
On 3rd down, it's Holt. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the defense. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
First down.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Out of the backfield. It's a gain of 9.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Second and 20. Now they try the right side here. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
The ball carried.
The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
5 yards on the play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Complete to number
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Hands it off out of the gun. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the 31. 4 yards on the pickup.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
He was tackled.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Beats 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
10 at their own 27-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
A gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Recovered by the offense.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Portland's offense now about set to take over. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The first down pass. A fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got room to run past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A second and 11 from the 19. Operating from the gun, Dawson. In trouble, and he's taken down.
The quarterback sacked.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is caught. I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3rd down.
And for the right side here, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
A gain of 12.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play.
1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Manning. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 8 yards out, and his guys have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
The try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
Riverhawks 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
On second down, it's Holt. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Off play action. Dawson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The roughing the kicker penalty in this game is ridiculous. We're literally stuck with allowing it to happen like this, or we gotta turn it off, which is also not a good idea. And we can't turn it up, we can't turn it down. Oy.
First and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 46, the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Off the play fake. Dawson. Comes down on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Dawson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the
Nice defense by double nickel.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip around here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Complete to number 30.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
First down beat.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. Open man there is Malone. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down now, Preston. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 29. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
His 48-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And it's back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing on 1st down. Dawson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
And sacked.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. From the gun, Dawson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 11.
To throw on third down, Dawson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they want this well upfield across the 45. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, Dawson. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
39-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
1st and 10.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Holt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
46.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
A 2-yard
big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
Beats 17. Riverhogs 10.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
First down and 10. At at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Manning. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. This is Miller, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
1st down.
Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tackle
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
On 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion. But he was
can't get away, and he's taken down.
I remember when I was a kid, and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away.
At their own 19.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On 1st down, Dawson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
the 24-yard line.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10.
like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
To number 88.
He'll look to throw. His throw is going to be incomplete. And now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Down and 4.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught at the 10. And they'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the point, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 5 plays there on that drive.
At 17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 20.
There's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's thrown incomplete.
The second down pass. Intended for number 89. Incomplete. It's third.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, they took a shot there trying to get it downfield, fourth quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted, but good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
Over the middle, complete. That's Manning. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And he'll give it here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And they've come in here and stolen one. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Brooklyn, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they will fall to 1-1.